Hi everyone, it's Dr. Brad Meyer from Stephen F. Austin State University, where I'm the Associate Professor of Percussion. My fourth tip for the 4-mallet TMEA etude is to start working on our single alternating strokes. So there are different kinds of strokes in the 4-mallet grip, and single alternating are going to be kind of these rocking motions, these back and forth. And you can see that this happens especially on the second page of this etude, or this solo. And so what we want to do is, instead of just playing this etude or solo over and over and over, trying to just play it with the right notes, we want to actually build the foundation of the skill so that the etude is just an extension of the skills that we've already worked on and made great. So what we can do is just take one hand at a time and work single alternating strokes. And my biggest thing is to make sure that we're actually working these with interval changes. So something that you'll see a lot of young percussionists do is practice them in stationary parallel intervals. And so that would look something like this. So as you could hear in that, I just kept in kind of a C major, I stayed in a fifth, and I really wasn't working the grip or the stroke the way that it's going to help me, especially in a piece like this where our intervals are moving bigger and smaller while doing it. So the first thing I would recommend is use different scales, but also use different intervals. So instead, practice in something that maybe you're a little bit more comfortable with. Practice in F major and start with a fifth, but then start moving around. So maybe you go fifth, fourth, fifth, sixth, fifth, fourth, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, sixth, fifth. Start moving around in what we would call a scalar pattern. So that would sound something like this. So that's kind of the next version. It takes us around moving the interval in and out. You can also obviously be doing everything with the left hand and then together. I'm just doing it as one hand for an example. The next thing, because now we've done those single stationary intervals that are parallel. Now we did some scalar intervals that move around. Then we'd want to work on some jumping intervals, especially since, like that left hand starting at the pickup of 45 moves so much. This will be especially helpful in that left hand. So a great version of this would just be to take something in C major or any key really, and to practice moving and jumping intervals. So I like to start in a third, and I'm going to jump to a fourth, back to a third, fifth, third, sixth, third, seventh, third octave. So something like that would sound like this. And then what you'd want to do is, instead of doing kind of 4 times on each, maybe do 2 so that it was something like this. And then you can obviously do the ones, boom, bum, 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 up and down, then doing that with the left hand, doing it in different keys so that you get the arms, the elbows moving around. Working this will help you with those interval jumps, and will also set you up to play future pieces more easily as well, because this is a really common technique, a really common stroke that we need to further better as we're our intermediate marimba players moving to be advanced marimbas. I hope that helps. Have a great day, and axe some jacks.